Hey everyone, how are you? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Time got away from me. Kayla, thank you so much for being in the live chat and helping out. Dagan, Dennis, Fifi, hello. Good to see you guys. How's everyone doing? We are officially in Pisces season as of yesterday. I hope you guys got to check out yesterday's podcast. It was a lot of you are like, that was just so like humble and sweet. The couple that I took on a guided journey shared their transformations, their insights, what happened to them, the overnight changes that they not just experiencing, but like literally becoming, which is so powerful to literally see how one deep exploration assisted by maybe some plant medicine, and not always, like it doesn't require that, but in this case, that was one of the methods, just to see like literally becoming a better version, a more open hearted, connected version of yourself. So wild to see that. So what a blessing. So if you missed that episode, definitely check it out, yesterday's episode. MJ, hello. Yeah, Kayla's got the order down there. We will start with Earth once we get into it. What do we need to talk about? We need to talk about Mars. Mars is about to go direct in a few days. Thank God. Mars is the one planet that hates to be retrograde the most, and it's because Mars rules Aries, which is the first zodiac sign, and it's all about initiation. It's all about moving forward, doing stuff. And when Mars is retrograde, it slows that all down. It forces us to turn inward, and all the movement has to be more inward. Mars doesn't really like that. And of course, it can bring out a lot of passive aggression, right? So if you guys want to know how Mars is affecting you, this Mars retrograde, but not just Mars retrograde. Well, yeah, Mars retrograde. What house does Aries and Scorpio fall on your chart? Okay, which number of the house system is it? So for me, as a Cancer, it's my 10th house, Aries, and Scorpio is my 5th. So when Mars goes retrograde, specifically my 10th and 5th house get affected, on top of where Mars is right now, which is in my 1st house. Okay, but you'll see ties between the house that Mars rules and where Mars is currently, which is in Cancer. And Mars is really in its fall. And not only that, Mars is out of bounds right now. So Mars is feeling really rebellious. Mars is kind of like an F this. I'm going my own way, which is very interesting. So, Mars going direct is going to finally allow us to move forward to some degree, but you're not going to really see that until probably once we get more into March. Because it's going to take some time. Mars won't come out of its shadow, I think, until early May, meaning like that's not going to get to full speed. So it won't be happiest until like early May, first week of May. But lo and behold, though, I will say, guys, 22nd, 23rd, 24th of this month, be very mindful of how you may feel aggressive, or if people are aggressive towards you. If someone is getting aggressive with you and it's really out of character or it's very unexpected, back away. Just duck out, dip, leave, pull yourself out of it. It's a very heightened conflict energy. And everyone's protective about their space. They're like themselves, that people can get very defensive when Mars is retrograde in Cancer. And with it stationing direct, it's just going to become very very powerful, very pronounced. So just expect very unpredictable, rebellious type energy that's passive aggressive or out of nowhere kind of aggressive. If you have a cave or a hole you can dig yourself into for a couple days, why not? You can totally do that, but just, be mindful. If you're on the road, be mindful. Okay, then what else do we have? We have the new moon in Pisces coming up, which I like this new moon in Pisces. It is going to be close to Saturn. It's not a close conjunction, but it's still in conjunction, so it's definitely affecting it. But we know we have the North Node in Pisces. Neptune still is in Pisces. Mercury, I believe, is still in Pisces. So at the time of the new moon. So lot of energy. So the only thing I would be mindful of is that this new moon in Pisces is going to be square Jupiter. And Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. Jupiter being in Gemini, it can over exaggerate the details. It can over exaggerate the story. It can maybe get a little too lofty in its ideas. So it can embellish things. So with a new moon in Pisces, remember, Pisces can sometimes be very kind of like the con artist on the shadow side, because it does represent illusions and fantasies. And because it also plays on like compassion, empathy, someone can play on your empathy or compassion. So with this new moon and Jupiter square it, and Saturn kind of being there, it's good to be mindful. It's good to be practical. It's good to like have a good head on your shoulders during this new moon in Pisces, but also know that it's like new beginnings. It's really new beginnings. But I would say, interestingly enough, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's like there's an ending and a new beginning at the same time, which obviously, when we think about cycles, if something's got to end, something's going to begin. But I almost get this sense that, I don't know why I pick up a delay with this new moon. So there's like a delay in something starting. There's a delay, maybe because something's maybe been blown out of proportion, or maybe too lofty ideas, too like idealistic. It will work itself out, but I also, because Mercury and Venus are going to be going retrograde back into Pisces, it's almost like there's something that has to be rechecked with this new moon. So new beginnings, anything to do with spirituality, your healing journey, music, video, photography, the music industry, the film industry, anything that is spiritual in nature, meditation. It's also about hospitals, pharmaceuticals, plant medicine, prisons. It rules. It also rules like beaches, far and away like retreats, all of those kinds of things. So keep in mind with this new moon, that's not going to be coming up till the very end of this month. I think it's the 27th, 28th of February. So, all right. I think let's just jump into it. So we have earth signs. You guys are first. What else do I need to say? Oh yeah. If you guys, speaking of healing, if you're kind of with this new moon in Pisces coming up, if you're really wanting to find out like what your best healing path is, if you're really tired of slow results or not knowing if you're on the right path, I consider getting my healing game changer. That's in the description below, or it's on the front of my website. And I will do a 30-minute diagnosis of your life, your birth chart, and your physical body, to find out what exactly is what is that needed for you most right now, and just kind of really hone in on the actual big issue. So there's that. And of course, the retreat. The retreat's in 3 months. Who wants to come? Who wants to get a life transforming experience? Have their entire world blown wide open in the best possible way. Again, like clients like Tom and Denise, had like, Denise is so clear about her purpose now and what her next steps are, where she had no idea what to do next. She had fear of doing that. She no longer does. Tom just got the most incredible, beautiful experience of his life that he says is the best experience he's ever had, allowing him more connection to not just oneness, but his wife and his heart and all that kind of stuff. I have a couple other journeys that I've done and are coming up. So, again, if any of you are in the Colorado area and want your own like one-on-one journey with me, just email me, nicole@nicolefrolic.com. So, Earth signs, let's get into it. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for you for the last half of February, even though there's not that many more days left in it. Remember, your rising sign is going to be for all aspects of your life. Your sun often will refer to your career, your purpose. Your moon sign can talk about like your home. It can talk about your health, body, inner world, but also can sometimes refer to your relationships. And Venus, of course, is relationships, money. All right. What do we need to know for Earth signs? What is the main theme of their reading and what is the potential challenge? What is the main theme of Earth signs reading and what is the potential challenge? Okay. And what is the potential challenge? All right. So, Earth signs, the main theme of your reading is lost in space, needing direction. Okay, so I don't know if some of you Earth signs out there are feeling like you're maybe on the pathless path. Maybe you thought you were on the right path and now something's feeling like askew. But it's interesting when I look at your challenge. Your challenge is Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. And this is your challenge. And I would say that this is likely going to be a reading for those of you who, when you don't know what to do, you just start spinning your wheels and start throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like maybe if I try this or maybe if I try that. And perhaps perspective may come in if you just slow down a little, take a break, focus on like maybe taking care of your needs, something that you've maybe abandoned. Maybe you could be very exhausted, Earth signs, if you've been pushing yourself too much. Some things just to kind of keep in mind, but we'll figure out more here as we go into the tarot. Dynamite, William, how you doing? Kitty, Dots, good to see you. Hi from Ireland. Okay, let's find out. What do we need to know about the past for my Earth signs? And of course, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. And later drop a comment in the comment section. It just helps the algorithm, so it helps me, which I greatly appreciate. So the Justice card in reverse is the first card that's come up, and then we have the Four of Stars. Interesting. All right, some more details surfacing here. What do we need? Else do we need to know? We also have the Four of Wands. Okay. What do we need? What's coming into the current? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy. Oh! Earth signs, you got the Tower. Okay. All right. I don't know if something unexpected is coming your way in the next 10 days or so. What else do we need to know? What's coming into the near future? Okay, we have the Two of Stars in reverse. Ah, nice. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Nice, that's great. And then we have the Five of Crystals in reverse. All right, good future, good energy in the future. Overall energy is the Seven of Cups upright. Underneath it is the King of Crystals in reverse. Okay, so Earth signs, you are feeling lost, okay? You're kind of feeling confused. You're like, for some of you, you might feel overwhelmed. There might be too many choices or more choices than you'd like to have. With the King of Crystals underneath this in reverse, for some of you, you could be like really over analyzing some things, overthinking some things, or over strategizing, or just, again, you know what's so interesting is like, obviously the King of Crystals represents the mind, right? And I am getting very strongly with you, Earth signs, you need to go more into your heart. You need to like stop. You need to like hold on, stop like looking at all the details. Again, it's that like Jupiter in Gemini kind of energy, that is going to be squaring this new moon in Pisces, which can sometimes bring in some confusion, but it's almost like your answers are definitely within here, or if you just kind of let go, and you're going to understand why I say let go, that when you release, the solution almost appears. Okay. So in your past, you have the Justice card in reverse, the Four of Stars, and the Four of Wands. So with the Justice card in reverse, I feel like some of you have either you feel like you've been wronged in some way, or something is at a minimum just not fair. You're feeling like you maybe got the short end of the stick, or maybe you are questioning a decision you've made in the past and you're not so sure about it now. With the Four of Stars here in reverse, though, I do feel, though, like you're digging your heels in. You still dug your heels in. You're not willing to kind of let go here. There's maybe a clinging to security. And it's interesting because I've never seen this when I've looked at this card, but I'm just noticing it for the first time. With this Four of Stars, I don't know if you guys can see it, but at the bottom by her feet, she has like, well, I guess they're called ankle cuffs, not handcuffs, but like chains around her ankles, right? And then what's kind of anchoring them are the pentacles, the stars. So I'm wondering, are you feeling chained, stuck by money? I'm wondering if there's a choice that you want to make that is maybe not rooted in security, but security is preventing you from making it. So maybe there's something that your heart wants to do, but you don't know if you're going to have the security to do it. Four of Wands here, upright. This is showing that I don't know if there was a celebration recently for you, Earth signs, or something that feels stable. It does feel like either a relationship or family or home life or something around that nature does feel stable. So you might be leaning into that. I wonder too if there is someone very important in your life, because sometimes the Four of Wands can represent like a soulmate or of that nature. I'm not going to use twin flame. I can't stand that term. I'm so over it. But like it's just someone who's really deeply important to you. Again, does not have to be love, so to speak. It could just be someone of deep significance that you feel some kind of soul connection with. But Four of Wands also, I want to say for some of you that maybe none of that really resonates for you, this could also represent a contract. So I'm wondering if you're feeling chained, that there is a contract that you need to uphold, an obligation of some sort, something to think about. So coming into the present energies, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Tower. Okay. Something's getting shaken up for you, Earth signs, in the last half of February here. Okay. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I'm feeling like the first thing I'm getting is like denial or denied. And I feel like there's something that you've wanted and you've been, maybe you even asked for it, or someone's wanting something from you and there's some kind of denial or rejection of some sort, or it's delayed at the very least. The Page of Cups often represents like the heart's desires, whether it's a hope, a dream, some kind of love wish. But at the end of the day, it's also about like it's also about early stages of the dreams unfolding. It's early stages of what your heart wants. So you could be entering into, find yourself in the beginning stages of something that where your dream is starting to unfold, but then maybe something comes in where it's like, ooh, a little bit of bad news, or something just kind of slows it down, or you hit a road bump there in some way. The Hermit in reverse in the heart of your spread, Virgos, you're all upside down here. You know, like I said, the Hermit in reverse is like not, it's refusing to go inward. You know, it's kind of like, no, I got to put myself out there. I'm not going to look for the answers I'm not going to allow for the answers to surface from within. And I feel like there's just kind of this resistance here. So something's going to happen or trigger that you're going to be like, I feel like it's going to cause you to spin your wheels even more. And then we've got some kind of surprise coming in, some shock. Maybe the ground completely gets the rug gets ripped out from underneath you. I don't know. But if it does, I'm going to say this. It feels like it's for the best, because there is a deep need for you to go within. You will benefit, earth signs, by taking a break, by taking your foot off the gas a little bit. Allow yourself to focus on what you do have, focus on recharging, rejuvenation, allowing yourself to recover is important. It just feels like you might have been burning the candle at both ends. In the near future, things start to change. So I think probably Marchish, maybe it's looking like there's going to be some changes here. You have the Two of Stars in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Crystals in reverse. So it does feel, the Two of Stars, like again, like there was some kind of overwhelming choice or confusion here. And it feels like you finally are making a choice, and something, either that or you found a balance. Okay. You've struck a balance. And now with the Wheel of Fortune, things are starting to turn. They're starting to move. If there's been stagnation, it's starting to move for you. There's change. Things are going in your way. And with the Five of Crystals here in reverse, I love this because the fight is over. You know, whatever you've been like feeling like you need to defend, for some of you, this could have even been self-sabotaging behavior. It gets released. If there's been an argument between you and another person, or tension or discord of some nature, it's going to get resolved. So it looks like it's definitely going to get better. Let me just have some water. All right, let's clarify this. Hello, Felisa. All right, what do we need to know about the Seven of Cups? We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So again, it's talking more about this imbalance. For some of you, this could feel like there's an imbalance also of receiving of what you think you're worth or deserving of. We have the Lovers in reverse. Again, I'm feeling this could definitely involve another person, but I am feeling actually stronger. This is about a decision. And again, it would be a decision that's either been delayed or is something that's been in the past, something you haven't moved on or something you already moved on. And then we have the Star coming in. So this is something big. This is something that you've been really wanting. It's attached to something that is important to you. It feels like it's part of your destiny. It feels like it's meant for you. It could even be something that you deeply, deeply desire, like a very, very big wish. Okay. And there's something that's really confusing you, clouding your judgment. You could be overanalyzing, questioning, again, it's like for some reason, the word strategy is coming in when I see that King of Swords in reverse that's underneath the Seven of Cups, because the King of Swords is very much a good strategist, right? It knows how to win the war, not by force of physical nature, but understanding smarts, information, right? It's the king of information. And so I'm wondering if maybe you have way too much information, and it's causing you to overanalyze stuff. And it's now your strategy is I don't even know anymore. It's almost like you're underwater, but the water is information. What's the Justice card? Justice card in reverse. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. Something. Okay, let's see. Oh, and there's the Hermit in reverse. So again, I feels like either there was some kind of imbalance or a past decision that maybe you really acted swiftly on. You thought you had the clarity, but now it's like you're questioning things. For others of you, this is something that doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel fair. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but there's a resistance to like just slow down for a second, like gather your emotions, gather like yourself, like just kind of pull it all together and just take a breather. The Eight of Wands can often like mean deep clarity, right? Like there's no confusion here, but I'm getting more from this card that it's about speed. Like something happened really fast. Like it moved fast. The instincts were fast. The decision was fast. Or it was like, we just need to keep moving fast. I don't know. Like that's what it's speaking to me most about. What's this Four of Stars? What's this Four of Stars? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Magician in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So I feel, again, Earth signs, it feels like there's something that you really want, but you're attached, bonded to, almost like trapped in security. Like you don't want to let go of the security that you do have. And what it's doing is it's like, it's creating a lot of tension and pain around the manifestation possibilities for you. So it's almost like you're suffocating the field, the quantum field, okay, of the potential that you could be working with. So in a way, it's almost, I don't know why I'm picking up a fear to actually make a move and do what you really want to do. I don't know if you just fear you don't have the right tools, or if you feel like you might screw up, or I don't know, like it's got that kind of energy to it. But like also, I feel like there's a part of you though that knows that if you do make this move, that, you know, would be definitely leaving some kind of safety net, security, comfort behind, that also like sets you free from something that's been agonizing for you, like stressing you out, causing you stress. What's this Four of Wands? I'm wondering too if some of you have for some of you, you may have a really like stable, happy home life or family life, or if it's you and a partner, whatever it might be, and you just don't want to rock the boat. I don't know if like what you would do would rock the boat at home or with family. I don't know if it would interrupt some kind of happy occasion that's coming up, or again, this is all in the past, but Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, I hate to say this, Earth signs, but it feels like you're sacrificing. It feels like you're sacrificing to keep other people happy. It feels like you're almost like throwing the towel in. Because it feels like you could be rocking the boat of other people's happiness or comfort levels, or I don't know, there's something coming up here around that I can't shake. And sometimes this is why like it's so important for you to just take some time out for yourself, like really gather your, not just your thoughts, but just gather your space, like kind of like clear out all the clutter, all the noise, everything, and like really tune in, like what is it that you really want? You know, like when everything else dies down, what is it that you really want, Earth signs? What's this Page of Cups? Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have the Strength card. And the Seven of Pentacles. So look, again, this Page of Cups might be some kind of delay. Or it's like, again, it feels, for some of you, I wonder if this is, again, I feel like you're trying to make a decision. This is for those earth signs. It feels like you're trying to make a decision. You don't know what way to go. You don't know what's really going to be best for you. Your heart wants one thing, but it's like, you know, when you think about everyone else, like that kind of steers you in a different direction. And I see you here, like really needing to gather the courage to really take a pause and look at what it is it that you're cultivating. What is it that you're trying to harvest right now? Because is it putting your dreams on hold longer? Okay, delaying them? Because is delaying them really what you want right now? What's the Hermit? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're fearing rejection, isolation. And then we have the Two of Wands. And again, being not knowing what your path is ahead of you, right? Like oftentimes the thing that we want to do the most, that calls to us, that speaks to our soul, usually has a very undefined path, right? Like when we step foot on that path, we can maybe see 3-4 feet in front of us, and then it's almost like there's a fog, right? And that's kind of by design, because the thing that we want the most, we have to really lean in and trust. There has to be some level of faith. The path that is so well laid out is usually the path that everyone else wants you to do. It's the one that everyone else has walked. And it's like you're wanting to do something that's a little bit different. And so, yeah, that path isn't going to be well defined. What's this Tower? The High Priest in reverse and the Temperance card. Okay. Yeah, I think you're going to leave. I think you want to go a non-traditional route. Okay. And I'm wondering if it's you that's going to be the big surprise here, Earth signs. I'm wondering if you're going to be shaking up your world. I don't know, but something's getting shaken up here. And with the High Priestess the High Priest in reverse, the Hierophant, this is telling me that you're picking something that's a very non-conventional, non-traditional path, some avenue that is like you're swaying away from the conventional, what everyone thinks you should do or what everyone wants to do or thinks everyone else wants to do. And with the Temperance card here, which is an interesting card to come up on the Tower, because the Temperance is like, you know, it can talk about patience, right? Needing to find patience, but it's also about finding balance. And again, that's something that I feel like has definitely been a theme here. It's like balancing the scales of your life, like really balancing, like, is there a balance between security and what you really want? Or is what you really want down here and security is up here? Maybe we need to start balancing the scales a little bit. What's this Two of, second here. What's this Two of Stars in reverse? Ooh, we have the Ten of Cups. I love that for you, Earth signs, because if you're going to take a risk, and when I say take a risk, meaning you're taking a risk on your dream, the thing that's calling you, it is opening up. Like you're choosing happiness. You're choosing, like you're looking long term, like what's going to make me happy. And I see you like finally choosing this with the Two of Cups, or sorry, the Two of Stars in reverse, because this is telling me like you weighed your options and now you know, right? So the Seven of Wands in reverse, you're no longer going to fight it. Like you're like surrendering. You're like, all right, I'm not going to like try to, you know, resist this, fight this. There's some kind of surrender, which, like I said, I told you guys in the beginning, it feels like you need to let go, like release, stop fighting for so hard, like stop trying to resist something. Like, I don't know. So now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ah, wow. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. You are unapologetically going for it, Earth signs. You are unapologetically going for it. You're like, no, this is what I'm doing. You're making no bones about it. Something's shifting here. I don't know what happens in the last half of February here for you, but it's almost like it feels like the light bulb switch goes on, but it's not like the light bulb switch of your mind. It's the light bulb switch of your heart. The courage turns on. The desire turns on. It's like I'm listening to what I want, what I need for myself in this lifetime to be happy, whatever that really pertains to. It feels like you're really going for it. And as a result, everything starts to change. The winds of change are now blowing in your direction. The wheel is turning in your favor. What is this Five of Crystals in reverse? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which I love because you are letting go. So there's something here where, again, this energy is telling me, like, again, you're walking away from the battle or you're walking away from self-sabotage. There's peace definitely on the horizons here. Again, with the Four of Pentacles, you're letting go of this, whatever this perceived idea of security is for you. It may not even be real security, but like, in a sense, it's like what you've known. So you're used to it. It's your comfort zone, right? You're letting that go. And with the Page of Swords here in reverse too, it feels like for some of you, there's also going to be a peace. There's going to be peace between maybe some kind of misinformation or misperception. May have been an initial conversation, but look at the Page of Swords in reverse. It's almost like it speaks to the lies and illusion on a small scale, you know, that we're kind of like maybe the stories that you told yourself that weren't really that true. And again, it's bringing me back to this Jupiter in Gemini, you know, where like we can sometimes spin the narrative to fit so that we feel comfortable still staying where we are. And it feels like you're no longer spinning the narrative to fit your comfort level, to fit your comfort zone. You're letting it all go. You're no longer going to sabotage what it is that you want. And it feels like you're finally going to get some peace around this. Okay. So, Earth signs, that's my reading for you. How did that resonate with my Earth signs in the live chat? Let me know if this was resonating with any of you, because it felt very kind of specific. So I don't know if it resonated with all of you. Kitty Herbs. I guess you definitely had, it resonated with you. Hey, Kim, Madeline, good to see you. Oh, it's like that with your family. Okay. You're welcome, sweetie. All right, so we're going to move on to water signs. Water signs, you guys are next. Yeah. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for you. Resonated with you. Close to the heart. You're welcome. Awesome, dots. All right, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for you for this last half of Feb. Hi, Leslie. How's everyone's 2025 so far? It's been a wild ride. This year is off to a bang. And I almost feel inappropriate even using that word because there's been a lot of weird things happening. Again, if you're just arriving, please hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section just to help the algorithms. Even if it's just an emoji, I appreciate it. Last half of February for my water signs. Okay. Oh, is anyone, just as I finish shuffling, is anyone here a Traders fan? It's like my favorite TV show. And I wish I could go on that show. Does anyone, I mean, I'm a total like Carolyn fan. I remember I loved her when she was on Survivor. But just love that show. All right, let's see, water signs. What is the main theme of your reading and what is the potential challenge? Oh, shoot, Jenny. Your husband's new truck started on fire in your driveway yesterday? Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everyone's okay. Okay. Main theme of the reading and potential challenge for my water signs. Oh, I have never pulled this card before. What a nice surprise. Seems to be. Okay. Well, water signs, the main theme of your reading is empty well, time to replenish, which is interesting because like I was saying on earth signs reading. So I don't know if you have a little earth in your chart, you may want to go back and listen to that reading. But this is like the theme of your reading. This isn't your challenge, whereas it was the challenge for earth signs. So I'm wondering again, like for some of you, you may like have just been pushing yourself. You may have been putting yourself last on the priority list. Just not taking care of you. You don't really have much left to give, water signs. Now, for some of you, this might be like, because I was just told that it feels like it could be a specific area in your life that there's like this empty well. Like, so like you may not on a whole feel empty, but like, I'm wondering if like there's a certain part of your life that has like that is empty, that has maybe not received much fuel. So this could be like a specific area of your life that needs to be replenished. If it's not like you as a whole, okay? The challenge for you is straddling worlds, wandering between the realms. This is very Piscean energy. So, you know, water signs, you guys are the most psychic signs of the zodiac. So this is your challenge, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Let me go into the book for this one because, you know, obviously this could be just about straddling this current reality and a reality that you want. This could be about also knowing like you can also use the energies of different dimensions to your advantage. But there's a block here, there's a challenge, there's something here. So being comfortable in two states, wandering between realms, reinvention. When the straddling worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in your old world and one foot in the new. Like I said, like an old reality, new reality. So you might be feeling like you're realizing there's some aspect of you that needs to like, or some aspect of your life that really needs to be let go. Something where you're like, that is no longer me, or that is no longer happening. And now I'm like wanting this. And sometimes obviously, yes, we could jump in 2 feet, jump straight into the deep end. But oftentimes the way, like, especially when we're quantum leaping, before the actual leap happens, there's a fluctuation, there's a transition state, right? There is no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with awe as you glimpse the astonishing, exciting future. So it is time to let go of something in your past. It's not serving you anymore, and you're embracing a brand new future. Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. This is like meaning like you have to go full on new. Like this is not just let me get a little haircut, maybe like, you know, whatever, polish my nails. Like this is like you are doing a whole rehaul. Birth yourself into someone original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Now, I love this concept of becoming a mystery to even yourself. So this is like you acting in ways that you don't even recognize. Like you're like, who is this person? You know, it's like something or someone you've never been before, and you're being called to step into that, water signs. Straddling worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas. Okay, so I love this. I love this for you, water signs. Okay, let's find out. So again, like it's either you've been pushing yourself, putting yourself last, not thinking of yourself first at all, or like there's a specific area of your life that feels empty, like it's been abandoned, it's been forgotten about, and you need to replenish that. And does that mean that a whole new version of you has to show up? Does that mean that like you're going to be acting in ways that you've never acted before? What do we need to know about the past here for my water signs? Okay, we have the 4 of Cups, the King of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Stars in reverse. Okay. Coming into the present energies, we have the Chariot in reverse, love it, Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. This is the birthing card. Okay, this is like, this to me is the ultimate birther. So I love that this is in the heart of your spread. The High Priestess in reverse. Coming into the future energies. The 2 of Crystals in reverse. The Page of Stars. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Overall energy. Knight of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so like I said, water signs, you haven't been moving on something, okay? You haven't been taking action. And to be quite honest, with the Eight of Wands here in reverse too, this is telling me that either you're like, you feel like you haven't got the information that you needed, you're lacking clarity. You know, just the Eight of Wands is kind of like a standstill. It sometimes is a full stop. And with this Knight of Wands in reverse, it's Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. It's almost like you kind of need to emerge like out of the closet, so to speak. Okay, like, and again, it's like this part of you that's like giving to yourself, this part of you that offers you what you want most, you know, like is needing to come forward, but for whatever reason, like you've stopped that. You haven't had that like pathway, doorway open as much as you should be. So this is kind of like, instead of like denying what it is that you really want, like starting to fill your cup, so to speak. So in the past, you have the Four of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Stars in reverse. So look, I see here you're not exactly happy with something. Maybe it's a situation in your life. Maybe it's a certain area of your life. Maybe it's something that you've wanted that still hasn't come through. But the Four of Cups is usually like, you're not content. Okay. Like something needs to shift or change. And you're just not liking where you're at, where things are at. With the King of Cups in reverse, Four Stars in reverse. So the King of Cups in reverse sometimes is an emotionally unavailable person. The King of Cups in reverse can kind of be a little emotionally standoffish, or sometimes when it's in reverse, it's misunderstood. So there could be some sort of emotions that are misunderstood. For some of you, I feel like this is you, where you're like the leader of like, like you're taking care of a lot, but like, again, you're not really taking care of you. So while you're at the top, you're treating yourself like you're at the bottom. So everyone else gets fed first, so to speak. But the Four of Stars here in reverse is telling me, though, that there has been something that you've been able to let go of. Okay. You've been able to surrender. You're like, you're not holding on for dear life. There's some part of you like, okay, I need to let this go. Now, coming into the present energies, we have the Chariot card in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and then the High Priestess in reverse. So what I'm seeing here in the last half of February for you is that there's going to be movement, but the movement is going to be a little like off course, so to speak. You're going to like maybe move in different ways or new ways that are maybe a little unpredictable or unexpected for you. The way things move is going to be maybe unexpected for you, but what happens is this birthing, right? Like this new, there's either like, for some of you, like it's this can very much be like an awakening card. So it's almost like something's really awakening within you. It's lighting your fire up again. It's giving you new life. So whether you're birthing something or you are finally getting the new life, the energy that you need to kind of like move forward on something that you maybe haven't done for yourself. The High Priestess here in reverse, I love this because it's like there's no mystery anymore. Even though I do think that you should become like your own mystery, like you yourself should be a mystery. It's like something here is being revealed. So we'll find out what this is exactly. In the future, you have the Two of Crystals in reverse, the Page of Stars, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So definitely there's movement. Two of Crystals in reverse is like you're no longer kind of stagnant. You're no longer at a standstill. Like you're picking a lane, you're going in it, and you're moving. And you're starting to learn things. It feels like you're really applying yourself. Whatever you're moving forward on is a little brand new to you. You're a little green in this area. So it's kind of taking some repetition, some like, because like the page of stars is like the very material world kind of thing. So it's like you have to kind of do things over and over to become really good at it. And that's what the page of stars is at, right? So you're in the learning phase. And so there's something here that you're having to maybe do over and over again to get really good at it, so that you're mastering yourself. And then with the page of cups here in reverse, I actually am feeling like there's something here that you've wanted in the past that you're now going to be moving forward on, like you're approaching it. So it's not, it just doesn't feel like so much it has a delay or a block on it. It feels like it's something you've already wanted in the past. You've considered it. You may have even had some kind of movement on it, but then it got forgotten about. Like I said, you're putting yourself last, right? So no more is that is happening. So let's clarify and see where this is all going. So Knight of Cups in reverse. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, well, okay. You've been stressed out. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. So you've been really stressed out about something. You've been maybe even losing sleep over it. Your sleep hasn't been great. And it's just like this, like the Ten of Swords, it's like, it's kind of a double-edged sword, so to speak, right? Because it's something that's been going on for a long time. And at the same time, it's coming to its end. So that's like the good news. But it's like, because of this, like it's stopped like movement. And again, this feels like this Knight of Cups is for you, you know, like it's what you do for you. And also in return, again, if you, let's just put it this way, water signs, if you are so good at putting yourself last, guess what you're a frequency match for in the universe? Getting put last when it comes to your like manifestation requests. So stop doing that. There's something here though, like it feels like this is getting solved, or at least it's in the process, the beginning stages of getting solved, where you're going to change this energy. And it's largely been because you've been in your head, right? Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, like you're stressing about something, anxiety, fears, overwhelm, like it's, you know. So let's look at the Four of Cups. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is kind of cool that I'm seeing it here in your future. Tell me more about this Four of Cups. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. So again, it's like you're thinking about your future. You're thinking about like your happily ever after, like what would make you happiest in the long term. This is like your big dreams coming true. Your home, your family, just all the things that would make you super happy. And there's something that you just haven't been content about, like feeling like, I don't even know, for some of you, you may not even be like counting your blessings. You may like not even realize you've got a blessing, you know, because sometimes the Four of Cups is like not even seeing that the universe has blessed you. The Page of Pentacles in reverse though, look, this is kind of like trying to cut corners, you know, trying to like, you know, the Page of Pentacles has to, like, again, this is the coins, this is the earth sign. So you have to like go slow, go steady. And it's like, it feels like you want to go faster. Like, come on, let's get there faster. And, I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing. What's the King of Cups? What's this King of Cups in reverse? I feel like we're in the midst of a time of this year, especially with Mars retrograde. Even though it's going to go direct, it's going to be slow to get momentum. I mean, we're not going to really see movement until maybe late March, where like that relief is going to start to kick in. This is not the time to like be trying to move fast, right? So all of us should be moving a little slower, not trying to rush anything, not trying to push anything. divine timing, that Pisces energy kind of coming in, like all that kind of stuff. So what's this King of Cups? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, 1 second here. So I don't know if you've been going back and forth on someone in your life who feels like emotionally maybe not available or detached, or again, maybe just misunderstood. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Sorry. I feel like, I don't know if this is like the anxiety or the overwhelm that I'm picking up on water signs right now. It's like, it's like all kind of like spilling out all over the place kind of energy. Because okay, and then we have the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like there's some overwhelm here with the Two of Pentacles. Is this a commitment? Is this not a commitment? Is this a traditional route? Is this not? Like, the High Priest is often talking about, like, you know, look, it's got like 2 keys on it, right? And so with it in reverse, what are the keys to your path forward? I don't know. You know, the High Priest also is a faith card, right? It depicts faith. Are you lacking faith? Maybe the keys are in your faith, around either this is someone in your life who's either emotionally detached, unavailable, or, again, maybe just misunderstood. I feel like I have to say misunderstood. Or this could be you where, like, you know, again, it's like you've been putting yourself last. Again, I'm getting like a leadership energy here where it's like you're the top dog in, like, again, running your life, running other people's lives, maybe, like, or to some nature, always like steering the ship, and perhaps like losing faith in where you're steering it. Like, I don't know. So what's this Four of Stars? 4 of Stars in reverse. The good thing is, I like this 4 of Stars here in reverse because, yeah, it's you let go and then there's movement, right? So things move forward when you're not holding on so tight. You know, like whatever it is that you feel like you like, again, like you find, like, when you let go, that's when the movement happens. That's when it feels like you're finally going somewhere. Tell me more about the 4 of Stars. Yeah, and then we have the Ace of Swords. I think you got an epiphany here, or an aha moment, some kind of breakthrough around what you need to let go of to move forward, to get what it is that you want. Again, I want to say, keep in mind, like, something is empty here that needs to be filled, to be attended to. Something has been forgotten about, put on the back burner, and it can no longer be put on the back burner. It needs to, like, have its day in the sun as well. What's the Chariot? And again, that could just be some area of your life, some component in your life. What is the Chariot in reverse? Right, we have the Page of Wands. So again, you're going to receive some kind of good news here, water signs, about where, like, the path that you've been on and how things are moving. Especially they've been moving in an unexpected direction, you know, like you're moving, but you're like, wow, I didn't realize it was going to move like this way, you know. There's going to be some kind of good news or opportunity coming in here in this last half of February. And we have the King of Cups. So now it's upright. So if something has been feeling like it's been withheld from you, whether it's something of the heart, something of your own intuition, it feels like, again, especially if this is a person, it feels like it all comes around, you know, like this person finally, like, I don't know, comes forward. They may surprise you with how you're moving forward, but it's a good surprise. For others of you, this might even just be like finally like you yourself have like, yes, you've been like steering the ship, and now like you're steering the ship in a way where you're taking care of you, and as a result something good happens, like you're some kind of good news comes your way. What's this Ace of Wands? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is really good, water signs. Something's shifting here for you, and it's totally like a rebirth. It's a, for some of you, I just heard reset. But it's like there's, you know, whether this is again a new you coming forward, an aha kind of in a sense, but it's like the Ace of Wands also is, like I said, awakening. So I don't know, there's something that's getting a new spark of life here, and it's changing things. You're finally bringing in new changes. With the Five of Wands in reverse, it's also saying that if there's been conflict, if there's been strife, if it feels like there's been some kind of struggle, that's starting to get removed as well. What's this High Priestess in reverse? We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So something to do maybe with your work, your job, something that you're really trying to master, something you're trying to become really skilled at. Something is getting revealed here to you about how to move forward with that, but move swiftly forward with it. Again, the Eight of Pentacles is a really strong commitment. Because like you're dedicated, right? There's a lot of dedication with the Eight of Pentacles. So it feels like there's a strong dedication that's getting revealed here on how to move forward, and it's happening pretty swiftly. Like this is the fastest knight of the deck. It's like, okay, clock in a direction, like go straight ahead kind of energy. So what's this Two of Crystals in reverse? We have the Justice card in reverse. Oops. Interesting. Okay, we have the Justice card in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. And the Two of Crystals in reverse is telling me like there's no more like denial. There's like, okay, no more stagnation, no more stalemate, like moving forward. If you've, again, this could be about like delaying a decision that is kind of like putting off your dreams or what it is that you want, out of like fear that you might be alone, or out of fear that you're going to be left without. There's some kind of like, this could also be about past things in your life that were not fair. They felt very unjust. Like, how could this happen to me? Where like, again, with the Star in reverse, like the Star in reverse is like maybe like your hopes and dreams like taken away from you. And like, you know, you're all left out in the cold. Like there's some kind of lack mentality when it comes to the things that you really want and somehow being unfair. But the Two of Crystals in reverse is telling me that despite all of this, you still move forward. You still move forward. So it's like, this isn't holding you back. It almost is like, I'm getting the strong sense like you're leaving it behind. Like, let me see here. What's this Page of Stars? The Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Swords in reverse. So you're finally learning. You're not cutting corners. You're like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it right the first time. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to really learn what I need to learn. It's kind of like you're in student mode. Okay. But like you're in student mode, but you're also, there's a strong commitment here. Queen of Swords in reverse. So you're like realizing, you know, there's something you need to kind of cut out of your life. Okay. And again, it could have been draining your well, okay? It could have been like emptying you and putting you in this place that is like really stressed you out or left you on empty or like depleted an area of your life. And I just feel like that's what you're cutting out. But I also feel like the Queen of Swords to me in reverse is often like this no holds barred, like not taking any prisoners, there's something about your determination and your dedication now going forward that is so on point. Like you are not looking back. You've made your decision. You're going forward and nothing's going to stop you. What's this Page of Cups in reverse? The Three of Cups. So like I said, it feels like this is something that's kind of coming to fruition that was maybe started in the past, but got delayed, got put on the back burner, and now it's like coming back around. Three of Cups, like I'm seeing fun, Three of Cups is all about like lighthearted, having a good time, going, having a party, socializing, being with your friends, and how is this related to what it is that you want in your life, and the Seven of Swords, it's interesting because the Seven of Swords can sometimes be like deception, right? It can be something like taking something from you. But with this particular Seven of Swords and what I've seen here, I'm getting more of like strategy. So like sometimes the Seven of Swords is like, I need to get 2 steps ahead. This could be 2 steps ahead of yourself. This could be like, I don't know what it is, but there's something about like fun, celebrating, being with friends, being with more people, being social, going out to events, just doing stuff that's, again, it's like this feel good, lighthearted kind of energy. And this kind of like feels like it kind of brings some old dream or hope or desire or wish that you started or initiated, maybe. And now it's kind of like giving it new life, because I feel like there's something you're giving new life to. And again, I want to say, like with this Seven of Swords too, you have to be someone different. If you're straddling these worlds, water signs, this is about you becoming someone new, right? There's an old part of you that has to die and this new part of you that needs to come in. And maybe there's this new part of you that's like finally going to put fun on the front burner, maybe put your friends on the front burner, put on like social events, celebrating, like having a good time, being playful, that's the Three of Cups energy. It's, and like maybe that's part of your strategy for the new you. Okay. And again, if this is new you, then it kind of has to be a strategy because it doesn't come so easily to you. So that's my reading for you, water signs. Let me know if that resonated. And we'll move on. All right. Air signs, you guys are next. Leslie, hi. Jennifer, I'll take that fast-moving knight in the deck. Dynamite, I'll take this. I'm moving at the end of the year. Oregon, my new beginning. Remember, Nicole, I wanted to go there to work on a mushroom. Yes, I do. Oh, that was a spot-on reading for you. Awesome. I love to hear that. Oh, a nice slap in the face in a good way, Madeline. Okay, good. Look, every now and then we need a good little bitch slap. A little cosmic 2x4, knock us over the head. All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for you again. If you're just arriving, please hit the like button. Help out my channel. Help out the algorithms. There's been some funny I'm still getting videos taken down from years ago. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird that they're still scouring stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, like things that were years ago. Air signs, what is in store for you for the last half of February? Okay. What is the main theme and what is the potential challenge for my air signs? Let's find out what's going on. What do we need to know? Okay. Okay, air signs. The main theme of your reading is lost compass. Okay, getting back to integrity. So, I'm wondering if you've kind of lost your way. This could be when it says getting back to integrity, like getting back to who you really are. I don't know if you've kind of maybe lost some of your own authentic nature. Maybe it was to people please. Maybe it was to, I don't know, maybe you got involved in something that maybe took you a little astray. But this is about kind of like really getting back to you. Let me go into the book here. Getting back to integrity, finding the way home, trusting your intuition. When the lost compass appears, it is a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there or to avoid this or that person or situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Like this is like, yeah, like you've got to tune out all the noise. You've got to tune out what everyone else is telling you, what, maybe what I'm even telling you. Like really listen to your intuition and really get back to center. This might mean that you need to like reconnect. Now, what's interesting is your challenge is the joyful muse, okay? Which is inspiration. Have you sacrificed creativity? Have you sacrificed having fun? What brings fun into your life anymore? Have you spent maybe have you just been work? Have you been more focused on money? Have you been focused on things that are maybe not your usual? It's like, I don't know, there's something that's kind of pulled you away from who you really are. And the challenge here is telling me that, you're in almost like need of a new inspiration, like something to kind of like jolt you back, like, oh yeah, I remember. There's this thing that could trigger like you remembering, oh, that was what I used to really love. Or yeah, that was me. I need to get, so like there's something maybe through like some kind of joyful pleasure or creative endeavor, that you may want to like tap into that will help you. So let's find out where this is all going with the cards. What do we need to know about the past for my air signs? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Cups in reverse. We have also the Hierophant in reverse. Tell me about the present energies. 7 of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups. Three of Cups. Coming into the near future, we have the Moon in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse, and we have the 6 of Stars in reverse. Okay, I'm getting a really strong message. Okay, the overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Stars. Underneath it is the 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a burden, air signs. You've been carrying a burden. And whatever this burden is, it's like, I feel like you're like over it, you know? You've it's also like you've been carrying it longer than maybe you should have or expected to. But this means your whole reading is about new beginnings when it comes to potentially your career, your money. This could be a relationship. The Ace of Pentacles also is about just like your sense of security and stability, sense of safety. This is also just about anything that's in the material world, right? This is about new beginnings, new opportunities, new cycles, kind of coming in. It's interesting because if you really look at this card, you can kind of see at the bottom there, like there's like a doorway, you know, a portal kind of thing. But I kind of read it as almost like a graveyard stone. That's what my first instinct was like, oh, it almost feels like, even though it's not, I can see that it's not, but I feel like there is a death of something in order for this new opportunity to come in. Like something has reached its expiration date is what I want to say. And like it's attached to some burden that you've been like carrying or involved with. So in your past, you have the Nine of Wands, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant. So look, again, like I said, like you've been like, maybe you've been overworking yourself. You've been pushing, you know, feeling like you're almost there. But, with the Six of Cups here in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, it just feels like it's interesting. I'm getting this message of, like the reward is not worth I don't know how to say it. Like, the grunt work, like, I don't know, like whatever it feels like whatever you were doing seemed like it was worth it in the beginning, but it's not worth it anymore. And like the Six of Cups in reverse is just feeling like, it feels like there's someone else involved. It feels like there's someone else involved here. What role they play like in your life, I don't know. It could be anything. But it just feels like you're getting shafted. And along the way of doing all this, you've kind of lost part of yourself. Especially with the Hierophant here in reverse, I just don't feel like I'm kind of picking like you haven't stayed true to your own integrity with the Hierophant in reverse. You haven't stayed true to like your higher path, so to speak. And I feel like this has all been coming to light for you. So in the current energies, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. So I feel like this last half of February, something's shifting here for you because you're no longer like trying to put on a brave face. You're no longer trying to like pretend like you've got it all together. And now you're forced with a choice. With the Seven of Cups here, you're like, what am I choosing for my life? Like, what cup am I actually wanting to like drink out of? And it's like, maybe, you know, there's like a lot of cups of illusion. Like you thought something seemed really good, but it really wasn't so good. And you're like really looking like, what am I going to choose for myself? Like, what is it that I want? And I think you make a decision that feels really good. Like it feels like you've got support around you. Like some friends are actually really happy that you're making this decision. It feels like there's, again, like the Three of Cups is just happy times. It's a little lighthearted. So like whatever this pressure that's been building or you've been carrying, like somehow it gets relieved in this last half of January to some degree. Even if it's just a little bit of the pressure is relieved, there's some relief here coming in. In the near future, you have the Moon in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Stars in reverse. Look, something's definitely being revealed to you. It's not hidden. It's not being kept in the shadows anymore. And I do feel like this King of Wands it instantly felt to me like someone who has been, okay, I just heard using you in a way, or you definitely at the minimum, even if they haven't been using you, you feel used. But again, this King of Wands in reverse is someone who's maybe abusing their power, abusing their leadership, not maybe leading from the most integral way. And it's causing friction is what the word friction keeps coming up. And Six of Stars in reverse is like, you don't want any part of it anymore. Like, you're like, no, I'm not holding my hand open for this. You want to hold your hand open for something new. And I do believe there is something new on the horizons here coming in for you. So, let's see where this is all going. Ace of Stars. 10 of Cups. So this new beginning is tied into, in some capacity, like your happily ever after, right? Your long-term happiness, the dreams that you really, the big dreams you hold for yourself, you know, and that's what's really motivating this for you. And then we have the Moon kind of coming up here. And so again, like I said, this card is asking you to follow your intuition. And I think you are going to be following your intuition with the Moon. You're going to be allowing like that part of you to be guided towards that. But also I feel like this 10 of Cups has been something that's been hidden in the shadows. And now it's like, no, I can't let that stay in the shadows anymore. And there is a new opportunity that's coming up here for you. What's this 9 of Wands? What's this 9 of Wands? Okay, yeah, the 8 of Cups. You've been struggling and you've been like, I just don't want to do this anymore, you know? Page of Swords. So it's like, I don't know. I think you've been looking at other opportunities. I think you are like, you know what? I really feel like this has something to do with career, job, money, of that, something to do with the material world of some nature. Maybe a few of you it's relationship, but I'm feeling like it's more to do with like work and security that work brings. So I'm seeing here that like, you know, you're wanting to like, you're tired of the struggle. You're like tired of like how like much this is weighing down on you, and definitely been contemplating like I feel like you've almost been preparing yourself to leave, to be quite honest. With the Page of Swords, like you're looking elsewhere. You're curious, right? You're like starting to research. You're like looking into like, what other options do I have? 6 of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. You've been actually like internalizing a lot of this chaos or drama. You've been carrying it within you. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So again, with the 7 of Cups coming up twice in your reading here, you've been like so confused. You know, and also like the internalizing like chaos, like, did you fall for some kind of an illusion? It's maybe something that was too good to be true. And it's like, you know, you're no longer like, this isn't my happy place anymore, you know, with the 6 of Cups there in reverse. What's this Hierophant? What's the Hierophant in reverse? Yeah. The 2 of Cups in reverse, our first 2 of Cups of the night, and the Death in reverse. So it's like, it feels like you strayed away from like what you knew you was really in your best interests, or you just kind of steered a little off your off path, you know, like off course. But there's this inability to let go of, with this 2 of Cups in reverse, this again, like it may involve someone else in your life where it's like, I don't know, but like also like this, it feels like there has to be a dissolution between you and another person. However way that means playing out in your life, I don't know. It could be work related. It could be anything. But there's been this inability to really let go of it for some reason. Again, it's like this burden you're carrying. I don't know why you're holding back from it exactly. But whatever you're doing is not fun. Like it has no fun in it anymore for you. If it was fun in the past. 7 of Wands. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. So you're surrendering here with the 10 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Swords in reverse. So again, I want to say that whatever you may have been involved in may have been really shiny in the beginning. It may have had more promise than it does right now. And it feels like One of the reasons, again, why you may have been staying may have been because of what was promised, and maybe still waiting for it to come to fruition. Or also it could have been like this, maybe like higher amounts of money or some kind of resources that are like, were promised. And you're kind of letting go of that in the last half of February. Like, it's almost like, you know what, I'm not going to stress about that anymore. Like, I'm not, it's almost like, okay, you know what it's like? It's, how sometimes we can get like we can fall in love with someone or want to be in relationship with someone who we see the potential in, and we keep like saying like, I know you've got it in you. I know you've got it in you. You've invested so much of yourself, and you're kind of like living for the potential, right? You're no longer living for the potential of this promise, whatever it was. Okay. This thing that maybe you thought that you were going to get. Again, I'm feeling like whatever was offered to you was a shiny object that didn't really, it lost its luster. That's what I want to say. But now you're also like, where you've maybe struggled in the past to let go, it feels like you're finally like ready to let go. Cause like, it's too much. Like, it's a burden. And you're like, I am so exhausted. Like, this isn't working out for me. So 7 of Cups. We have the Hermit. Okay. And we have the Tower in reverse. So look, you are definitely knowing that there's a shakeup coming. Like, I think whatever you're doing, you're going to cause a shakeup. Or that whatever decision you make is going to cause some shakeup in your life. And I think like what I love about this is, with the 7 of Cups here, like, you're actually going inside for your answers, which is so important because the lost compass is here. And this is the theme of your reading. And it's like, tune out all the noise, tune out all the people, everyone else. And you've got to go inside and get your answers inside. And I love this because you're looking at like, what's my next cup? What am I going to choose? And you're going inside because like, you don't want to disrupt your life anymore, right? There's something here where like you're looking like you want to make the best decision for you. And it feels like you're going to do that. And I feel like what's so wonderful about this is that it looks like whatever you do is going to be like well celebrated. So what's this 3 of Cups? The 8 of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like you've got friend support, but also it's like you're no longer stuck. You have the 5 of Swords here in reverse. Like, you're walking away from the battlefield, right? Like, and like if you felt trapped, you're no longer trapped. And I guess you've got people around you who are actually really happy for you. They're celebrating with you. And people like are in agreement with you on this decision, whatever this is that you're making. What's the Moon? Moon in reverse. We have the Justice card in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is what's being revealed of how unfair, unjust, how this wasn't the right move. This wasn't maybe the right decision. And Knight of Wands too is like, I'm wondering if you moved in like spontaneously to this, but also like I get the sense too for some of you, the energy, the Knight of Wands and energy is never committed, right? Like, it's there when it needs to be, when it's best for them, and then it's like checks out. That Knight of Wands is very like self-serving when it's in reverse. It's like, when I need you, I'm going to show up, but like when you need me, I'm not going to be here. And so there's something about that energy that's really revealed, and how unfair it is, and how like maybe a decision based on this was not like the best decision. And that's all really getting revealed to you. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of fallout here in the future, not because you're not making the right decision, because you are making the right decision. But that just means you're going to have to face the music. You're going to have to face the repercussions of making a good decision that is hard, but is in your best interest. It's kind of like, oh, okay, like I know, like in order to get to my promised land, I'm going to have to go through a little bit of turmoil, but like it's the only way, otherwise you're kind of stuck in misery. So what's this King of Wands in reverse? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like whoever this person is that has maybe not led from the most integral place, who has maybe just made, again, like use charm to make promises that they don't like plan on keeping, like, or the King of Wands in reverse is someone who's very much like charm, like it's like, what's the snake charmer, right? And again, it's like abuse of power sometimes. So I don't know if that applies, but I'm just kind of throwing it out there and just realizing like this person is not moving things in my future. Like this thing, like the time has come to a close, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, right? Like this can sometimes be like time, in so to speak. And this is not like good energy for you. So you're kind of really realizing that, and you're putting a halt to it. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, complete full stop, like not moving forward. And so like all this energy, like you're like, no, I'm not going forward with you anymore. Like I'm checking out, like I'm getting off this bus. Like, no, thank you. Six of Stars in reverse. Tell me about the Six of Stars in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, like this hasn't been beneficial to you, right? This has been like a non-reciprocal kind of partnership or agreement, contract, whatever you want to call it. And with the Nine of Pentacles also in reverse, it's like, you stay with it and you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back from like really having like success and happiness and what it is that you can do for yourself and for your own life. And so, like just feels like you're finally coming to terms with all of this and you're cleaning up the mess, so to speak. When I say cleaning up the mess, meaning like you're out, you're checking out, you're done. But as you're leaving, it's not like you're going to leave. Like there's certain things you have to deal with. And so you're dealing with them because you know that, you deserve better. And also like you did stray away from like who you really are. So air signs, that's my reading for you. So looks like you're going to get a good shift. Like you're coming to a realization in this last half of February, but in early March or some kind of time in March, like it looks like, you got to face the music, so to speak. And it's just something that has to get done. It's not like, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be not so nice, but I think that's why you stuck in as long as you did, is because you knew like this is going to be what it is. So I do see though, like your friends or your family or people who support you, love you, who are around you are very happy for your decisions. So it feels like they're on the same page as you. I will say though, whatever decision you're making though, don't go to your friends necessarily for it first. Like really first check in with yourself on what it is that you need to do so that you're really right in your own heart and center and that you're operating from a place of pure integrity. So that's, I'm going to leave it there. Fire signs, you guys are next. Okay. Oh. Hi, Pamela, Michaela, Lay, how are you? Oh. All right. Did that resonate with any of my air signs in the live chat? I don't know. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is your reading for this last half of February. Let's find out. What is in store for my fire signs for the last half of February? Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. What is the main theme of fire signs reading, and what is the potential challenge? Let's see. What is the main theme for fire signs? Okay. And what is the potential challenge? Oh, another new card. I love that I've got pulled two cards I've never pulled in this deck before. Okay, so the main theme of your reading, fire signs, is Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain, number 22. Just in case any of you, the number 22 means anything. So there's a couple things here with the Fool's Embrace. And oh, you know what? Wait, because I'm looking at your challenge. It feels like you're heading into uncharted territory, fire signs. Like you're, and in some ways it's like, you know, I'm just kind of taking some messages I'm getting here that are not maybe specific necessarily to the card, what's in the book, but what I'm just kind of picking up. The Fool's Embrace. So it's like, I'm picking up, especially for you fire signs, because Aries, the Fool card, it's the first card of the tarot deck. It's Aries. Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. Okay, so there's something here about like, it feels like because of some sort of pain, you are now facing like new uncharted territory that is in a way a sense of adventure for you. That it's time for you to embrace something new, embrace what's lying ahead. Whatever is ahead is new. It's not known to you. Okay. Before I go into like why I'm kind of picking up more on that, let me just go to the card, because this is about, again, allowing life to love you, the experience of both. And so the pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through our continuity of existence. We're kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it, befriend it rather than resisting it, running from it, or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. Can you see the gift that is here? Surrender to the Fool's Embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What could you learn? What if you could learn something amazing from this? So again, I feel like all of that is true. Like I am feeling that, but here's the thing. Your challenge is the unmarked trail, revelation, okay? And it feels like this is in your challenge position. So there's something you've gone through in your life that has brought up a lot of pain, that felt at times probably like unbearable, like it's never going to end. Like, when are you going to escape it? When is it finally over? It has pushed you to a point where you are now facing this unmarked trail. Okay. It's all been for some higher plan, that has gotten you to this point. So when we look at the unmarked trail revelation, it's like you're kind of going into no man's land in a way, or at least no man's land from your perspective, that is going to reveal something to you. But would you have ever decided to venture here if you didn't go through what you just went through, is what I want to say. So 57, an unprecedented experience, discovery, revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. I fucking love this card. Okay, like I have chills all through my body, like reading that. Like it feels really powerful. So I know this is for someone specific out there. For my fire signs. So like I said, like this is your challenge. You can't resist it. You need to lean into this. It's very important. And again, it's like this fool's embrace, like embrace the Fool card, what it represents. Like it is like a new adventure. And when you're going on a new adventure, you kind of do have to pack light because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what lies ahead, you know, and if you pack too much, you're going to get bogged down. So again, it's like there's some things from your old path and life that you've chosen that they can't come with you because either they're outdated, they're outgrown, they don't serve you anymore. Let's see what's coming into what we need to know about your past here, fire signs. And this idea that you have already chosen it. There's a part of you that has chosen it. You don't just show up to something not choosing it on some level. Okay, the 6 of Stars in reverse. Okay, we have the Moon in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Coming into the present energies is the 4 of Crystals. The 5 of Crystals in reverse, and then the 2 of Crystals. Lots of air energy here. Okay. And in that vein, with Queen of Crystals. Okay. The Strength card in reverse. And one more into the near future. The Knight of Cups. Okay. Overall energy is the 7 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Stars in reverse. Fire signs. It's going to feel like you don't have a choice. It's going to feel like you don't have a choice. But you do. And there's no way of getting really around it. Okay. You're entering into new territory. You are a student all over again. Okay. Trying to deny that, trying to pretend like you don't know what's ahead of you. Okay. And the sooner you kind of surrender to that, like that reality, the better off you will be. Because trying to go in knowing means you're taking certain beliefs or things that have applied to you in the past that are not going to apply to you, or not going to apply to what's ahead of you in the same kind of way. They're not going to work the same way. So it's almost like you're kind of having to go in almost like a blank slate into whatever is like phase you're entering into, what stage of life you're in, what circumstances you're facing. And again, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's going to feel like you just don't have a choice. Okay? But you chose it. It's not the choice that you maybe would have liked for yourself, but it is the best choice for you. Oftentimes what's best for us doesn't always appear that way initially. In fact, it usually is disguised as like the worst thing. So in the past, you have the Six of Stars in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse. So again, the Six of Stars in reverse, like when I look at this energy, you weren't happy. You weren't happy. There was something where like you're in a situation where you weren't getting yours. I don't know if you were closed off to something, like even wanting it, but you weren't getting yours. And this like really was illuminated to you. Okay. And as a result, you're like, I don't know, you just felt like this wasn't the page of, it's like this Page of Cups has come up in everyone's reading. I feel like it's come up in everyone's reading. And so, you know, I feel like so many of us are being faced with, the Page of Cups is the dreamer. Okay. It's like all these dreams of what could be, what you want, you know, the dreamer within you. What opportunities could be available to you. And this is like in reverse. And there's something about like feeling like what is what is available to you when it comes to like the dreamer. It's almost like the dreamer feels like shut down or turned off or diminished or almost like subverted. When you realize like, I just get this, like you weren't happy here. Something's happened. And I wonder too if like it feels to me like some of you may have been going through a dark night of the soul, starting to come out of it, you know, but not fully yet, but like some of it's behind you. In your current energies, you have the Four of Crystals, the Five of Crystals in reverse, and the Two of Crystals. So what I'm seeing is like there's a need to go in. There's a need to stop, to pause. Like this card says, you pause. And I see you pausing here. You're retreating. You're like either going into meditation. You're stepping outside of like the hustle and the bustle, and you're like tuning into yourself. You're taking a moment. You're taking a breath, which is so good. Okay, so it's like I see you. Even though this is a challenge, you're still facing it. You're looking at this unmarked trail and you're like, okay, let me just like take a moment and like catch my breath and like really understand what I'm doing and what lies ahead of me and why I'm here. The Five of Crystals in reverse with the Two of Crystals. So again, it's like there's something that you're walking away from here, like something that you've been in battle with, whether this has been in battle with yourself, battle with others. I just see like, you know, you're looking for peace. You want peace. And you just don't know though, with the Two of Crystals here, you just don't know which way to go. You're like, I don't know. Like you're kind of looking at maybe two different paths. And at the minimum, you're just stuck. You're feeling a little stuck. However, you're going to overcome that, especially like in the near future, because you have the Queen of Crystals, the Strength card in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. You are going to make a decision. You may even have a conversation with someone. There may be someone who is very blunt with you about where you're at, maybe gives you some very stern advice, fire signs, but it's like what you need to hear. Okay. It may not be like packaged in a nice fluffy, fuzzy blanket, you know, but it's what you need to hear. And, you know, it looks though that like you're going to take action, like you're going to move forward with this Knight of Cups. I think though, you know, with the Strength card here in reverse, you're really kind of wavering, like, oh my God, do I even have what it takes to go? You do. Like, you've definitely, like, when the strength card's in reverse, you have what you need. Like, you have the courage, you have the stamina, you have the life force to move forward. It's just you're not giving yourself enough credit. And I think you need to just kind of like say, you know what, I can do this. I can move forward on this. And I think in the end, you actually move forward with full embrace. I really like that it's Knight of Cups here, because this tells me you're following your heart, you're following your intuition, and that's where your actions are being like led from. So also, this could, for some of you, be an offer of some kind coming in. Someone could be offering you something, whether it's help, an opportunity, something of that nature that is tied to your dreams, your wishes, that dreamer that feels subverted. What's the Seven of Cups in reverse? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, it's like you feel like you don't have a choice. Maybe like the decision was even made for you, even though like your higher self kind of made it, but you're like, your human self is like, why the F are we doing this? Why the F am I here? But really, truly, I feel like what lies ahead of you is really beautiful, fire signs. You've just got to have enough belief in yourself and courage to go where you've never gone before. What lies ahead, it's like, all I can say is, I've often talked about this on my channel, the pathless path, the unmarked path, the unmarked trail. It's the same thing. The pathless path is very much a path. It's just, it doesn't seem like it to you. And it's because you're being guided by some higher force. And when you surrender to that, you are no longer necessarily making the choices of what you think is best for you. Your ego is kind of dissolved and you're like, I'm going to go. I don't even know what I'm going to find here. But like, and what ends up happening is when you actually are, on the other side of it, the path is very well defined when you can look back on it. Just at the time, it feels like there was no path. And to be quite honest, the best things and opportunities in my life always came from walking the pathless path. So trust in that for yourself. Six of Stars in reverse. Six of Stars in reverse. Okay. Page of Wands, Four of Swords. So I don't know what happened here, but it looked like with the Page of Wands, you receive some kind of information, some news. Usually it's good news when it's upright here. It can be exciting to some degree, but with the Four of Swords here too, it's kind of like, it's bringing that energy again of like retreating, like kind of going within, but also like needing to remove yourself from something. So again, like things were either out of balance or you just weren't getting what you wanted. You weren't getting what was making you happy, what you deserved. And then you got some kind of information, or maybe you had a conversation with someone, something came to light that made you realize it's time to leave, pull myself out of this. What's the Moon in reverse here? Okay. You have the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Wands, and then the Fool card comes in. And this is what's being revealed with this Moon in reverse. So again, Page of Swords is like, curious, wanting to learn, but also realizing like with the Queen of Wands here in reverse and the Ten of Wands, it's like, feels like you've been like going through some really difficult times, like obstacles, challenges, setbacks, and it feels to me like it's also like waned on your confidence levels here, fire signs. Like you're just not feeling like yourself. You're not feeling like, I don't know, just you're not feeling like your magical self, okay? And what's revealing is that there's a whole new chapter, a whole new beginning, maybe even a whole new book that's lying ahead of you right now. And it's time to put what you thought was behind you and open yourself up to what could be ahead of you. What's this page of cups in reverse? We have the 5 of cups in reverse. And the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. So this is telling me like the dreamer within you that feels like, again, like it's been subverted. It's been like dismissed, maybe wrong in some ways, suppressed. It's caused you to maybe kind of look at things from a more pessimistic point of view. And I think there's a part of you that's like, no, I need to bring that dreamer back to life. I need to bring that part of me back online. Up to the surface. And so there's this choice or decision I see, like, or maybe even an opportunity came where it's like, I can start looking at this as the glass half full. I don't have to look at my life as the glass half empty. And with the 6 of Pentacles, you're like, there's this openness, this ready to receive. Like, what does life have to offer me? What is on the other side of this unmarked trail that possibly the universe is waiting to gift me? What is the 4 of crystals? Okay, we have the Magician, the 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups in reverse. So really kind of going within, really kind of taking a pause. So you're going to take a pause. You're going to take a moment for yourself, catch your breath. And you're fighting for something that you really want. For some of you, I wonder if you've gone through a bad breakup, or like, I don't know, some kind of relationship in your life has kind of turned upside down. But somehow, like, I don't see you so much focused on that so much, because if it is that, it could also be like a contract that's like kind of getting broken here too, with the 2 of Cups in reverse. Like an agreement is no longer in place. That you're like, you know what? I'm going to fight for what I want to manifest. I know I can. Like there's something like you're going and you're looking for that spirit. You're looking for the thing that je ne sais quoi that you are missing right now, that you've been kind of maybe disconnected from. And you're ready to kind of fight. But first, before you can fight, it's like almost like I see you going in and you're like, let me just like really connect to myself. Really like understand here what I need to do or what I need to be ready for to move forward on this. It's almost like you're giving yourself a little pep talk. What's this 5 of crystals? Oh, the first time this card has come up all night. The World card in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you're walking away from some battle where, like, I don't know if you felt like you needed to achieve something, that you needed to complete something, that maybe like you, I don't know if you... I don't know if you rushed into it or what it was, but like, took action without thinking about the consequences. But it just feels like you're ready to like walk away from this. Like there's something about this that you may not feel like you're actually getting the completion or closure that you want, but you're still okay. Like you're still ready to walk away. And that's what I think, that there's some kind of closure that you were maybe hoping you could get. I don't think you're getting it. And there's some kind of part of you that's coming to terms with that. And you're like, you know what? It's okay. I can still move forward anyway. I'm at peace. Like you somehow find your own peace without the closure of another party or a circumstance that you were involved in. Like, I don't know. What's this Two of Crystals? The Karma card. It's the first time we're seeing that card as well tonight. Judgment. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. You are coming to you are at a crucial point in your journey, fire signs. And you are facing, you're feeling like you're in a way you're kind of at a crossroads, but you're facing a juncture in your life where it's almost like I'm seeing you kind of looking across, what's it called? I don't want to say it's a valley, but it's almost like it almost feels like a dry riverbed, like that you need to go across to the other side. And there's a part of you that's knowing that that riverbed is dried up on the side that you're currently on, so to speak, right? You're crossing onto another land, like you're going to another place, and this is something that is very much about aligning with your spiritual path, aligning with your destiny, something that is very much meant for your soul. However, it's daunting. It feels daunting to you. It's like you're looking across and I'm kind of like, I'm not really seeing much life right now in front of you. And so it feels kind of barren. But like you're going to have to walk through what almost might feel like a little bit of a wasteland before you get to like new growth and like things of that nature. And it feels like, as you're at this stage, you're realizing like you're kind of stuck. You're at a standstill. You're like, oh my gosh, am I doing this? Am I going to actually listen to my heart? Am I going to actually listen to like my greatest compass, which is my intuition? And this is in reverse right here. And I feel like this is something that also feels a little suppressed. It almost feels like you don't get to have like the logical map or the practical things that are, you would normally use to like guide you. It's like you're really having to lean into a part of you that maybe you haven't allowed to fully surface within you, or you haven't in a while. Okay. Like it feels like a little rusty or of that, something of that nature. Queen of Crystals. Nine of Cups in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. This Queen of Crystals, this Queen of Swords is like, okay, for some of you, this might be someone in your life who's having like a kind of bit of a come to Jesus moment with you, where they're delivering and having a conversation, where they're delivering some kind of message, or kind of like, you need to hear this kind of thing. And it hits you a little hard. Like it's certainly not, like I said, wrapped up in some fuzzy blanket, but you need to hear it. For others of you, you've come to a decision. Okay. You're very clear headed on what it is that you need to do. And so whether you come to that on your own or someone helps you get there, you're getting there and you're realizing that what you thought you wanted is no longer what you wanted or what you want. And you're in search of what it is that you want. Like I get the sense that you don't even know what you want right now. And it's like you're mending a broken heart, whether it's like a broken heart from just experiencing a lot of pain, like, whatever kind of pain that was. But what I see is you're getting yourself unstuck. You're getting out of your way. You're getting out of your head. You're not over analyzing. You're no longer stuck. You're moving forward. So again, I feel like for a lot of you fire signs, this is about like, I don't even know what it is that makes me happy. I don't even know what it is that my heart really wants, but you're kind of like heading out on this adventure of like, I'm going to go search for it. And I don't even know where I'm going to find it or how it's supposed to show up. What's this Strength card in reverse? We have the Four of Wands and the Tower. Okay, so look, you are, with the Strength card here in reverse, it's like you don't feel like you have what it takes. And I feel like, this is shaking up some of your beliefs of like who you are, where you come from, and where you're headed. And like your whole world is going to get shaken up ahead of you, but like it's for the best. It's in a good way. You're going to be building new foundations for yourself. You're literally building a new world for yourself for some of you fire signs. And I feel like this is kind of, it's coming from a place of, like, again, there is a new you that's going to be found in this place because there's been a disconnect of what makes you happy and what kind of foundations you want to build the rest of your life on. Like meaning like the remaining of your journey ahead of you. So yeah, there's going to be some shakeups. For some of you, this might shake up family dynamics. This might shake up relationship dynamics. This might shake up agreements or contracts that you have. But like, like the end of the day, it's about like really kind of digging deep and seeing what you're made of. And as a result, we have this Knight of Cups. So we have the Two of Wands. So there's some kind of offer as you step forward into the unknown that is now at your crossroads. Oops. What else do we need to know? And the Shadow card, the shadow side, which is the Devil in reverse. First time we've seen the Devil all freaking night. Last card of the night. So you're okay, at the very minimum here, fire signs, you're allowing your intuition to guide you. You're following your heart. Even though you don't know where the heart is leading you, you don't even know what your heart freaking wants at this point. Okay. But you're like, okay, you're going to guide me on this path. We're at this fork of the road. I'm going to trust you. And what this is doing is it's setting you free from something that has kept you unhappy. It has kept you maybe tied to something out of fear. It's kept you tied to something that hasn't really been good for you, but whatever reason, you've been stuck there, trapped there, attached to it in some reason, unable to like set yourself free. And now you're like setting yourself free. So there's some kind of release that's coming here, fire signs. Really cool reading. Let me know how that resonated with you, fire signs, because again, it feels like you're kind of leaning into, I feel like some of you are really like on this journey of discovering for the first time, like what it is that you really want, like what makes you happy, like what are you, like your biggest dreams. And you may have had some ideas or a little bit of inklings, but it's like it doesn't feel like it's been that clear to you, and this journey is going to reveal it to you simply through like whatever lies ahead. Okay, and there's going to be challenges along the way, there's going to be things that test you, but like the revelation, what is going to be revealed to you here, I feel like it's what your heart will be so fulfilled by, and it's going to be presented to you as like you had the courage to search. Now you get to find it. So I don't know, fire signs, let me know if this resonated with you, if that's kind of where you're at or what you've been facing. I would love to know. And again, please hit the like button if you just showed up. So that is that. Let me see here. Jenny P. Thank you so much, Nicole, for all of this. I already thumbed up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, the Tower card is on a mission. Ooh, fire's accurate for you, Stacy. Very interesting. Jennifer, unlearn to relearn. Yeah, exactly. So again, you know, guys, if you've been kind of really wanting to know what is your best path, you know, for getting some kind of transformation in your life, my Healing Game Changer service is really powerful. I, you know, use my own methods that I believe are the most accurate at getting you the best answers to what's going to serve you the best. And that's why I look at like your birth chart. I look at the messages of your body. I look at also like your childhood, your what's kind of going on in your life right now. And I break it all down and we find out like what is screaming the most for you to be paying attention to get that change in your life. Because like there's no sense wasting time on things that aren't going to really move the needle for you. And of course, if you're really looking for massive change, like in an instant, highly suggest coming to my 3-day 180 retreat here in Breckenridge, Colorado, May 15th to the 18th. Love to have you there. Consuelo is joining me. We've got some really cool things planned for you. And I mean, each retreat, we're just getting better and better results for people. So time to like maybe show up, right? All right. So if you're interested, link is in the description below to sign up for the form to see if you're a good fit. And that's about it. So guys, have an amazing week. Yay for Mars finally stationing direct next week. And 2025, it's definitely proving to be an interesting year. I know I'm going to be having some announcements for you guys soon, some changes, good things, and so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to leave it there. All right. So, oh yeah, and if you're looking for a sense of community, come join us at Alchemy. Okay. The link to join the Alchemy family is down below. And we meet once a month. We have a private server Discord that we're all chatting in and supporting each other in. And there's a bunch of other stuff that you get access to when you're there. So I'd love to have you if you're interested. All right, guys, have an amazing night, and I'll see you guys soon.